What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the jury? My name is Jacemachine, and I am fueled by coffee and driven by insanity, and I hope you guys are doing fantastic today. I'm bringing you a little bit of StarMade content, and I want to show you what I've been working on. Lenscap has decided to start up a Patreon server, and he's invited a couple of us over to help him test it out. And we've decided we're going to do a little mini-series that's outside of the Squadron continuity. And this is a base that I'm going to be starting with, basically. It's approximately 50 by 50, though some of the greebling is going to make that possibly like a little bit bigger. But all the important stuff is enclosed within a 50 by 50 area here. A lot of just sort of useless stuff, but what I wanted to do design-wise was make it feel, well, quite frankly, make it feel a lot like my character's skin here. Let's see. The way I've designed it with a lot of metal, and of course the red and the black. You guys know what my skin looks like. It occurred to me that I have a lot of lights on me as well. So today I've gotten some lights down here that I'm thinking about putting in place. We're removing a lot of these window panels. We're going through this, basically, this build in steps. And I started off just having a very generic thing. The idea is that this is a corporate base, a corporate headquarters for the JMI corporation out in this part of space. And so basically, I wanted to have something that was just starter, and it's basically just for roleplay purposes. We're not going to be doing a lot out of this place other than basic filming. We're going to do a lot of gameplay outside of this, though, because we're going to end up building actual refineries and actual warehouses and things like that outside of this. This is going to get the faction protection, but we're going to have to look out for the other stuff on the Patreon server. And if you guys are interested in becoming Lens's Patreons, I suppose you'll be playing on this server too. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, we are going to be putting in some lights, like I said, and also wanted to show you a really cool new feature that I was digging. We go up to a block that we have used, and we press Control. Is it Shift? It's going to be Control. Left Control, and use your middle mouse button to copy whatever block it is you're facing. I know Minecraft has had a feature like this for a while, and I was really hoping we'd get something like this in StarMade, so kudos, team. I appreciate you very much. This down here is a very simple, very small shipyard, basically, and it's enclosed within our little energy field made of water, sandwiched with what do we got in here? This is a little bit of red hologram shield. I don't know the names of stuff. I'm still drinking my coffee, guys. But this is going to be the shipyard. Something just for little jumper ships. It's not meant to do anything huge in production-wise because, again, the purpose of doing this is we're also going to be trying to do shipyards as well. So let's make sure we are, and they're all going to be separate locations. That's the idea. Lenscap is playing the role, Lenscap is playing the role of a pirate, of course, and JW and I are both working as competing factions, or competing corporations, and we both have been hired to gather resources from this part of the galaxy. So there's going to be a little bit of back and forth between old JW and myself. And I think there might be a law enforcement element being introduced as well that's supposed to be hired by our employers to keep the peace between the rival entities. So we'll see how that all goes down. Obviously, stay subscribed if you're interested in watching that when it comes out. That is not the right way. Let's go over this side. It's already facing the proper way for over here. So I hope you guys are doing good. I am doing pretty awesome. Yesterday, my wife and I were invited to go take a boat ride out to an island out in the channel here. And we had barbecue. We got the barbecue on the boat, and we swam all day. And basically, we left the house at 8:30 in the morning, and it was 8:30 by the time we got home. Maybe closer to 9, my goodness. But I was wiped out. There was a bunch of content that I was hoping to make, but I didn't realize exactly how exhausted I would be. But that just goes to show how much out of shape I am. And that hopefully will let me know that I should be doing a little bit more in my life to make sure that I am a little bit physically more active. I always think about Ready Player One. I don't know if you guys have read that book or not. Spielberg's making a movie of it, of course. But in Ready Player One, the main character is... let's turn off our things here real quick. The main character, for his health, because he spends so much time on the computer, has to actually do a little workout routine in order to get access to his computer for a certain amount of time. It's a quite clever way of unlocking things and to make sure that people maintain their health, I suppose. So I just have to be less of a couch potato and get away from the computer and go out for more walks and stuff like that, I suppose. Now we're working on a logo here, the JMI logo. I'm not sure. I don't really have a logo, to be honest. Not per se, and I think I totally screwed this up. Let's move this here and here. Never really used the logo, is what I'm saying. And JW608, if you go to his channel and check out his videos, he's pretty much done his 50 by 50 cube, and it makes me look bad by comparison because I'm not near done. All right, do we want to make this go up this way? Yes, we do. We're gonna move that there. We're gonna make sure these letters they don't necessarily need to be 3 apart, but I'm messing stuff up here. We're going to use the lighten mode that's gotten moved from up here down to here. If you haven't seen this stuff under the new update, this is what our interface is now looking like. It's fantastic. We want to undo, don't we? Yes, we do. Undo. There we go. So we are going to work on our logo. We're going to add more machiny bits and make more greebling, I think, in today's episode. Because, look at that. Look at that, Jacemachine. You're already screwing things up elsewhere. We're going to leave that empty for the time being. I might end up moving this over, make it so it ends up... Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, interesting. Hold on. I did not notice how I could possibly use this into part of the logo. Into part of the logo, you see. You gotta take happy accidents. As an artist, you lay down a lot of lines on paper, and they don't always turn out the way you think they will in your head. But then there's these happy accidents where you get to see how something that you didn't necessarily intended helps, because it kind of goes, it's part of the logo here. It's part of the logo, Billy. Don't you understand how logos work? Damn it, Billy. Alright, so we're just going to fill this in and bring it up. Should we? You see, it's not, it looks like it says UMI now. Well, that's stupid. That looks like it says JMI, but it's not. You know what? I'm just going to remove this, and I'm going to go here, remove that. Replace that. That looks fine. If I really don't like it, I can come back and change it later. And I kind of like how this letter goes straight out this way now. I think that's pretty cool. Let's fix this. There's nothing in that spot, Jace. There is now, right? Did you do it? You're not hitting the right button. It's control in that button, dude. Thanks, man. You know, it's the little things. I think this was a 50% block. Was it? 3/4 block, even? Yeah, it was a 3/4, I think. There you go. Good job. So each of these floors is supposed to represent a different part of my base. I have, like... I don't know, I was going to do more airlocks on the side, and then I realized I'm technically supposed to be the only one using my base, at least for the corporate headquarters. So there's that. Also, I really think I need to put the brain in here, the giant brain. That's in my other location. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but we will figure that out. Should I move this and make this more greebling? This side has a decent amount of greebling. This side, however, does not. It does not. Let's increase our brush size to more. I'm using default settings. Oops. And I missed the large brush sizes that you can change in your config tool or config file. We want to... We're getting used to this thing, man. You're driving me nuts. No, don't do that. It's terrible. I'm looking for my remove mode. Remove mode? Why would you look there for remove mode, you fool? Remove mode. There you go, buddy. Old pal, old chum. You know what? Here, let's back this up real quick, because I had an interesting idea. And when I say I had an interesting idea, that's up for debate. Of course, everything is you know, we can mumble and do that. We're pretty good at mumbling. We're gonna put that there like that, and take out some of these so that we have an uneven sort of window situation here. Remove mode back off. And let's see what we think. Again, we're using different levels and thicknesses of everything. We're trying to give this thing depth. And that's a real easy way of doing that. Thinking that I should probably move this at the very least. We might come back and change this other side here in a second. I just want to see how this looks or affects the whole build in general. That's not what we wanted to do. That's not what we wanted to do. Yeah, this definitely needs something here. And this needs something here. I'm going to remove this one as well, just make it a series of bars, and then after accidentally placing that block there and removing it, what are you doing, Jace? What are you got blocks all over the place, man. You're a madman. A madman. We want lights. Remember, we were talking about lights. So let's dig a trench through here. We're gonna put in, I think, a different color. We're gonna do a different color. Make this a half slab. Make sure it's all facing the right way. Yes. We can remove that there and that there. And then we're going to make the exterior pop out a little bit more by getting a really thin slab up here. Come on now, thin slab. Come on, they called him Thin Slab. What are you doing, Jace? There you go. Getting used to these controls. Sorry. Things change, man, and I don't necessarily know exactly what I'm doing. Put these here. I just feel my way through a game, and it helps somehow. All right, we're gonna put this in here. Yes, a red and yellow Black and white. They're precious. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. I can dig that. I can get behind that. We can always cover it up in the background if we need to. It's kind of neat. I don't like the fact that all of them have the yellow, the lighter gray borders. So let's do something about that here and here. And we can either extend it, which I was thinking about doing. Watch out there, pal. You're removing blocks from behind there. We can extend it, or we can put it down as a different layer of the same color. Or we can... Where's the halfway point here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, we're gonna put that there. We're gonna put this at the right proper damn angle. Where are you, damn angle? Yeah, angled me, man. Yeah, angled. You know what? This is causing the problem here. Meanwhile, these spaceships are like flying by in the background. I'm gonna probably wreck in hell with my ability to record. Who knows? JW's been having some strange problems recently, and they were very, very similar to the problems that I had had myself. So I wish him the best of luck in getting that resolved quickly. Look at that! Ah, I like it, that. Let's do that, and we'll make them even deeper. Yeah. That's a lot like how I build stuff. And then we could put some greebling into this region here. I think we're gonna dig it in a little bit. Getting distracted. There is a cat sitting directly above me on the computer monitor. He's having little cat dreams, and his little toes are wiggling. And as I'm looking at the screen, I see it happening in my peripheral vision right above the screen. You silly cat. You silly cat, sleep with your cat dreams. Let's put some random studs in here, because, you know, everyone loves some studs. We need to get that. No, wrong button. See, what I'm doing here, obviously, is I'm taking my mouse off of the thing that I'm building. That way, when I make mistakes, I'm not making them on the structure that I just made. We good here? We good, brother? Yeah. I think right here and right here. Do we want one in the middle? Yeah, because clearly that's where people have had to put bolts in to install this part of the space station. Yeah. Alright, so what do we want in here? Something cool. We have that much. Oops. Sometimes when you're placing blocks, they get between the seams, and when you undo it, it doesn't delete anything you've just seen personally. It's a good indication that that's just what happened. I have an idea of what we're gonna do here, and I think we might just double it up. We might. With this here, we'll move that, and then we're gonna move this over by uno. Alright. Okay, so what I'm doing is, again, it's just some random greebling. I like to have different shapes, you know, involve myself in different shapes, and it helps, anything that helps break up the continuity of what you're looking at. So you keep it different, you keep it, oops, interesting. Undo. That looks interesting. Now you could actually take these middle parts out, and let's put some sort of grate in here, because that would be great. Is this the correct one? It is. Okay, I forgot we centered it up on that bit right there. Now we can have this inside, or we can have it right on the outside, or we can even do one better. That's not one better. We could do one better and have it sticking on the outside like a nipple. I kind of like that. It gives it more depth, but here's the alternative. Let's look at the alternative. We can do something like that, and that also gives it depth. And that's not also cheating as much. I don't think JW cares, but it's a matter of, it's principle. Principle's a big thing, so. Let's use these in a way that we're going to make them ladder, like shaped like ladders. Come on, we know you have it in there. We know you got it in you, pal. There we go. Oh, that's fantastic. We did 2 for 1. The benefits of... Oh, damn it. The benefits of forgetting what you're doing. I guess it didn't work down here because the other blocks were in space. I can speak the English. Okay. Dude, I like that. This feels still a little boring and a little naked. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. So let's do something very simple. We're going to do the whole studs thing again. We'll do it in the corner here. So, you know what? I think we get rid of this. And then just put a bevel on both sides of that. And I think we'll be good. Make it like this, but maybe not as textured. Or maybe just as textured. We're going to be doing this in a series probably throughout the week. So if you guys are interested in seeing more of this build as I talk about what I'm doing, I know I don't really do that too often, and to some of you guys it's more interesting than just a regular sort of speed build. You guys request it actually more often than not. And I'm going to try to do that as I talk about stuff. That way we can talk about my build process and just ideas as they come up. Sometimes it's fun to see the natural sort of thought process that goes into creating something. This should be here, or here. I don't know. Now if I put this here, and then change this block here, and then this block here, into a situation that's like that. Oops, a little lag there, sorry. That could work out quite nicely. Quite nightly? That can work out quite nightly. Ooh. Kira Knightley? Alright, so I guess, with that being said, you guys have probably been sitting on your asses watching this long enough. We're going to cut it here. Some of the things that we have involved in the future is that we're going to decide whether or not we want random cylindrical clear things in the middle of the base, for example. We're going to think about placing the brain inside here. So if you want to watch that happen, let me know in the comments section below that you actually want to see me copy the brain from my other station and put it in here in case you're not sure how something like that would work. Also, I'm planning on doing the layouts, planning rooms. There are a ton of rooms. Let me see, I got a list here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 rooms that I need to fit out of here. But thankfully, the shipyard is actually listed as one of them. So we've got one done so far. But we have to, this is the corporate headquarters of JMI in this section of space. There's my other stations over there. So what we have to make sure is that this is set up and decorated like a corporate office, but it's also where I live. So we're gonna have sort of like the penthouse areas set up with all the residential stuff and entertainment things. So it's gonna be pretty awesome. Hope you stay tuned to watch more in the future. Be sure to hit that like button on your way out and hit that bell if you'd like to be informed when my next video goes live. With that being said, I love you all, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you. I hope to see you here next time. Take care.